Welcome back to another video. It's Friday, and you know what that means?
Time for Top Fuel Teachers!
So, a couple of things with this video, or this intro rather. We have got our Bringing Back Max Power project back in the academy. Our little Mark V Fiesta that had a lot spent on it 20 odd years ago almost. And we've now got a lot of parts, thank you to Puma Shacked, that are going to allow us to actually try and get the car running. It's a big job still, a whole wiring loom. We've got to swap the whole wiring loom over and still modify it a little bit. But we've got enough now to actually try and get this car running after about 3 years. So that is going to be really, really exciting and good for us.
Yeah,
I mean, we love it. And then we can start on the other bits, the max powering it up. We want Lambo doors for it, but we'll talk about that in a minute. On the other side of things, or the other thing we need to speak to you about, I've got a new t-shirt. Massive thanks to, there or there?
Let's go here.
Massive thanks to Gravity Performance. See that, Ollie? Look, Gravity Performance, right? Massive thank you to Gravity Performance. They have shared a discount code with us for parts, and we can share it with you. So, our discount code down here, we're going to put it down here, Top Fuel 15. Use that on the Gravity Performance website, and you get 15% off whatever you buy. Massive thank you to them. It's really good. It's big for us and for you guys. So get on it. Get shopping. 15% is a lot. It is. It's almost more than 10%.
It is.
It is. Yeah. So there you go. Get on Gravity Performance. Use our code. And should we go and have a look at the Fiesta?
Let's go have a look.
Yeah.
Have a nose.
Let's go and have a look at the Bringing Back Max Power Project Fiesta.
Yes.
So yes. It's a bit dusty, but we've got the Max Power Fiesta back out of storage because now there's a lot more work that we can do to it. Apart from clean it, that's the thing we need to do first. It's very, very dusty. But thanks to our amazing friends and supporters, Puma Shacked, Carl and Craig. Sorry, just mopping next door. Thanks to Carl and Craig at Puma Shacked, we've now got a complete wiring loom for this car. So we can totally rewire it and get it ready. And eventually, I mean, we've had this car about 3 years now. We can eventually get this car started and running for the first time. That will be an amazing achievement. There's still so much we want to do to it. If we have a look under the bonnet, we'll learn how to work it. Right. We've got two types of system because we've got a Puma engine in this, and there's two types of electrical systems on it. You had your digital and your analog. Now your analog system ran a mechanical speedo cable, and your digital worked off a speed sensor. So although the setup on this engine is analog because we've got a speedo cable, the car was built for a digital setup because it's got no hole in the bulkhead for the cable to go through. Now again, thanks to Puma Shacked, we've got a complete digital loom. So all we've got to do is swap the speed sensor over, pull all of this loom off the engine. The loom that was in the car, the body loom, that had been absolutely butchered by whoever had done work on this before. I mean, butchered. It got speaker wires as earth cables for things. Horrendous. But yeah, so we've got complete Puma loom. So we're going to have to change some bits on it, like rear bulb holders, stuff like that. But we are going to have to make some modifications to it, but it's still not big modifications. It's going to allow us to get this car running. We might have to sort fuel hoses and pipes out because they're slightly different, and I know we're going to need a fuel pump for it. we were going to change the tank, and we thought we'd check the fuel pump. Have a look at this little clip. So let's find out if the fuel pump's working in this one. Well, there's no fuel in it, but you can definitely hear it buzzing over. Although it don't sound good there. No, I think the fuel pump's just had it. So, like I said, we'll probably definitely be putting a new fuel pump in the car when we try and start it. So that's proof to show that we don't stage our videos. You know, started working and then obviously it went wrong. So we'll get a fuel pump as well. But a fuel pump, fuel lines, which we can sort out. We've got a spare Mark V Fiesta now. We've got a donor car, thanks to Chubby, Andy, who we got this off of as well. He says he didn't do the wiring in the car, but I don't know. I could tell you some stories about that man. So we've got a spare one, so hopefully we might be able to work something out with the fuel lines on it, which would be good. But also, due to a towing incident, this front panel here was all horrible. It was worse than that. We've tried straightening it, but it's so much there is bent and twisted, it just looks awful. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and cut a big section of the front off of the car that's outside, and then we'll get it in and we'll try and literally unstitch it, drill out the spot welds, grind it, so we'll have a decent front panel for it. We'll take off the chassis plates, we'll then weld it in, and we'll fit the new chassis plates, or these chassis plates, so it will just be tidier. We're not too worried if we can't open the bonnet on this because of how it looks under here, but eventually we'd like to be able to be proud to lift the bonnet up. Now another thing that we want to do is we want to get the front wings off, because we want to go in with this. We want to make this a good build. Now, those doors open like that. We think a max power car deserves Lambo doors. So we're going to get some Lambo door hinges for it, in which case it'll open to about there, and then these will scissor up. But to fit the hinges, you have to get the wings off. Now these wings are welded on, they're spot welded on. If you can see the little dimples there, they're just what you've got to drill out. In the long term, that's not too bad, because all we'll do is nut and bolt them back on, or put some riv nuts in and just bolt them back on. They're not a structural part. So that is the simple bit. The hardest bit is the fact that the body kit has been moulded and blended on. So we need to be able to cut the body kit off in a way that we can put it back on. Now this side here, if you can see, has actually been fractured there anyway. So that can give us like a little bit of an idea, but it's still going to be a job to do that, because obviously we don't want to make too much work for whoever does the bodywork on it. Talking to the bodywork as well, we really like this blue, this Porsche Riviera blue. We do really like it, but there's about 3 or 4 other Fiestas now in like the Max Power scene that are this blue. One of them's a Mark 6. It used to belong to Steve. Fat Fiesta 16. Can't remember who it belongs to now. But there is a couple of Mark 5s as well, and they look very similar to this. Now, we don't want to be in that situation where people don't know if it's our car or one of the others. So we will be looking at changing the colour. To what, I don't know yet, but obviously it's got to stand out for us. There's a couple of green ones as well, nice green, so that kind of rules it out. We may be thinking yellow, maybe. There is, I think I've seen one yellow one again, but we may go down the yellow route. But the only trouble, it's not trouble, the thing is, when this was built before, they went to the trouble and the expense of painting a lot of the interior as well. Now we like that. We do actually like that. So it's a lot more than just the exterior that needs to be painted. At the moment, the roof is black. I say the roof is black. It's black under there somewhere. We're going to change that to the body colour as well. Obviously our devil horn spoiler, which is filthy as well. We'll need to change that. It's all smoothed off at the back and looks nice as well. We've got a bootload of spares. Obviously there's some of the old wiring in there, which we won't need now because we're going to just strip the car out. Seats, carpets, dashboard, everything out and go from there. We won't put it all back together straight away because we're obviously going to have a word with our man Ryan, because he will be assisting us, advising us on the audio system, because this thing is going to bang. It is going to bang. So we might need extra cables, or we might even run a battery in the boot. So we'll be hooking up with Ryan once it's all stripped out and seeing what we need to do, because once we've got it stripped out, if we need extra cables, we might as well run them in now before we put it all back together, because it just makes sense. I think we're going to have what I'd like to have is a full-on show build in the boot, like what they call a wall. So basically it's, you sort of like turn the back into a van. There's a wall up behind the rear front seats. So we won't have rear seats in it either. And maybe some big subs facing outwards. Ryan is so good at what he does, he can work it all out and that. With Project D, if you open the boot, you've got no base. It just disappears. The way the box is designed, for those who are into it, it's a 6th order box. The way the box is designed, it's designed to use the enclosure of the car as well. Well, we want to be able to pop the boot and have it projecting out. So that involves a totally different setup. But that is what we are planning on doing. So, I'm trying to think, have I missed anything, Chris? We were working it out, what we got to. We're going to change the wheels. Hopefully we've got some other wheels coming. We got the Venoms for it. We don't know where we're going to go with the Venoms now. I've seen some other wheels. We're going to have a look, see if we can get them, and going from there. We will have bucket seats in it eventually. Oh, what else? What else? There is other stuff, I'm sure.
Well, a bit of underglow.
Yeah, obviously.
The Max Power theme.
Gonna have it all LED lights inside as well, so the inside glows as well on a switch if we want it to.
Yeah.
Not when we're driving, because it might
obviously
be a bit. But the main thing is, we've got everything to rewire it. Fuel lines and fuel pump, and we should be in a position to start this little thing up and be able to move it under its own power, which I don't even know how many years. Like I say, we've had it I think about 3 years now. We had other projects on the go. We needed to put a lot of money into it, and we didn't have the money at the time because we had other projects on the go, so we put it away in storage. It's been there a year, just over now, I reckon.
Oh yeah, must be.
Yeah, if not,
a bit longer.
Yeah, but like I say, thanks to our massive friends and supporters at Puma Shack, they stripped a Puma, they knew we wanted a loom, so they sorted us out with the loom. Which ironically, if you remember, we bought that Puma over there to get this running. But that Puma is in too good condition for us to do it. So I couldn't bring ourselves to just strip it down. So that way then it was like, but Craig and Carl, absolutely amazing. Now, in a video that maybe follows this or is before this, in another video, because we do have a few going, we're going to have a chat about Puma, because Puma Shacked also hooked us up really, really nicely with that Puma, or bits for that Puma. So we're going to take a look at that, or you already have. I don't know. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, no, who knows?
Let's speak to the editor.
Yeah, even I don't.
There you are.
Yeah, even I don't know. You know, I mean, like there. But so it's back. It's back in the Top Fuel Teachers fold now. So we're gonna be full steam ahead with it. We've got new rear springs for it, or not really. We've got some second-hand rear springs off our friend James, because one of them has broken, and he had a pair of lowered rear springs anyway. So we've got them off him. To do that, we clean it all up, tidy it up, strip it all out, and then we'll go from there. So that is this video. We'll be starting on another one very, very soon. But from there, it is
Goodbye from me.
and it's goodbye from me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.